try to give people a great experience that's unobtrusive, but in a really funky, fun environment. We call ourselves part art gallery, part cocktail lounge, part restaurant. So we really focus on craft cocktails, we focus on the craft of cooking, and then we are completely covered in local artist artwork. My heart and soul of cooking is in, again, the craft of cooking and doing things with traditional technique and building layers of flavor. But we do have some fun, whimsical kind of things on the menu too. Everything that we do revolves around a table, and as long as the people who come in here enjoy the time that they're spending with the people that they come in with, then I think we've been successful.
So Tommy, you say that Fulton Market Kitchen is fun and funky. Tell us why you chose it.
Well, because it is fun and funky. One of the things I love about Fulton Market Kitchen, well, first of all, it's in a difficult neighborhood because it's just right off of Fulton Market, so you have to kind of know where it is to get there. But that whole rest of that neighborhood is so busy and vibrant now that I think it's not suffering from that. But I love going there because of all the restaurants in the city that I frequent, that one is the most funky in sort of an urban, hip kind of way. I'm originally from the Deep South, and I remember the first time I went to a city and saw a restaurant like that, I was like, what is this? We don't have this where I came from. And I think one of the things I love the most about it is, not just the vibe, but because of the art that's embodied in that restaurant, it's constantly changing. So as you walk around, the rooms change and they're different. So every time you go back, there's just something new to look at.
Yeah, the restaurant was modeled after recreating the art scene in New York in the 80s, and then Wyndham Walls in Miami, sort of that Art Basel feel with like large pieces of art, performance art,
The artwork made it stand out completely. I was enthralled when I walked in and saw the artwork on the walls. I was a little biased. I'm a big aliens guy, and they had UFOs and aliens on the wall above the bar, which I thought was wonderful, and I was so content. Me and my wife, I made her switch seats so that I could look at the artwork.
That alien mural is very cool. It's red and super bright. There's art everywhere. There's something to look at literally everywhere you turn, which is nice too because it brings up a lot of conversation.
I love the bar made out of vintage suitcases. That is the coolest idea ever. It's just really cool.
So Tommy, because the art changes so frequently, different installations, you could be eating there and there's an artist like literally painting right in front of you. Is this like a different restaurant every time you go in?
I think so, it is, yeah. Different, visually different, but the chef, Chris Curran, also is one of those chefs that really pays attention to seasonal menus, and so the menu is constantly shifting. So every time you go, if you give it a month in between, there's going to be new things on the menu, there are probably new cocktails, and the art is new, so it's a constantly evolving restaurant.
And they have some really cute names for their cocktails, which I think is very important when it comes to cocktails.
Yeah,
They have fun names.
I had the Shrubby McShrubberton. That's like my favorite. And then I had the Honey Do or Don't.
See, they're cute names.
I had the beauty salon. Yeah, it was great. First time I'd ever been to a beauty salon.
Nanda, what'd you think?
I loved it. It's nice to eat in a gallery, basically. Also, the food is all shareable, which I love, so I can try a bunch of stuff. I had the venison, which was amazing. I grew up eating deer, not like that. It's not like that. It has like a blackberry reduction on it that was amazing. And then we had a tomato salad with burrata, cheese again. It was great.
What are some of your favorite items to order off the menu?
Well, the venison. I had that as well, and I grew up in a family that was a hunting kind of family, so I ate a lot of venison growing up. And my mother was good at cooking it, but not as good as this restaurant. I really loved that. The burrata as well. I think all of their smaller things, their smaller shareable plates are excellent. But one of the things that I had for the first time this time was the foie mousse that was encased in a globe of mandarin orange gel.
So it's like art on the wall and art on your plate.
Art on your plate and the wall, and that, I have to say, that foie was pretty amazing.
Mike, what'd you order?
We ordered the vegetables with the dipping sauce. Delicious.
It's a fun presentation on the
was,
crudité, right? You had?
Yes. Otherwise, we ordered the steak and we ordered the prawns. The prawns were okay, but the steak was a much better option, I thought. And now I regret not getting the venison after you guys were talking about it because it sounded great.
What about desserts?
So I did the peach semifreddo, and then I can't remember what the other dessert we had. I'll have to think about it for a moment.
I was too full. I skipped, but I saw something chocolate that looked amazing.
We ordered the lime. There's a
That's
little
it,
lime
the
thing.
key
Was
lime
that what
tart.
you had?
Thank you. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I know
no
I had
problem.
something
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
It was a key lime tart.
So Nanda, on the night of your visit, what was the crowd like?
It was pretty trendy, actually. People, you can tell that they dress up a little bit for it. There were definitely people casually dressed as well. But yeah, you could tell people step it up a notch. It's really, really nice in there.
And how was service, Mike?
The service was okay. The waiter we had was very knowledgeable and everything, but we kind of felt like we were ushered out, which I felt bad for because the environment was great, the artwork was great, the food was good, the people were great, but that was just something that kind of resonated with us.
All right, Tommy, you chose Fulton Market Kitchen. Sum it up for us.
I would say it's a perfect spot to go for a funky, urban, hip experience with excellent cocktails and great food.
Mike?
I would say if you're looking for an environment with wonderfully crafted drinks and good food and a great ambiance and good environment to look at, you should go to this place.
And Nanda?
It's trendy, upscale, nice, comfortable.
Well, you can experience it for yourself at Fulton Market Kitchen, 311 North Sagamon, 312-773-6900. They're open Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 1 a.m., Saturday, 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is $50.